Welcome back to On the Volley. Okay, I'm back here today to talk about that man, Ange Sacked. And I'll tell you what, yeah, he's had a bit of a rough time recently, losing 4-0 to Newcastle. And I did a video on that one, and that was like, that was a disaster for the boy, yeah. You know, people are saying he got found out. This was a big one, okay. It was Spurs versus Arsenal. And to be totally honest, you've got to give it to Spurs, okay? In the first half, I wouldn't say they were better than us, okay, but that's maybe because I'm biased. But, you know, they showed a little bit more than we did, yeah? Look, let's be honest. It could have gone anyway, that game, to be totally honest, especially the first half. Now, we get the first goal, own goal by them, okay? They couldn't defend the set piece. It was a little bit. We got a Spurs fan behind there, yeah. Do you know what I mean? So, anyway, so he was like, I mean, they were unlucky there, okay, but that's football for you. What can you say? Then what happens? They hit the post. Had that gone in, would have been a different story. They get a goal cancelled, okay, VAR, offside. So it could have gone either way, but let's be honest, okay, their defence was absolutely high. Their defence was absolutely, Ange has got to work on it. I mean, let's be honest. I'm not going to say it was calamity, but I do think that Ange made a mistake. I mean, if you're going to play the high line, don't put Ben Davies there. Put Mickey van der Ven. I mean, that guy, he's a great defender. Okay, he had a bit of a nightmare against Newcastle, but to be totally honest, I would have stuck with him because he's got some pace on him. A lot of people, to be honest, have been judging Ange, and I've seen the comments, and the comments basically is, not everyone, yeah, but there's a lot of comments, sack Ange. Please, come on, yeah? I mean, this season, I've seen Spurs play some of the best football they've ever played. I mean, I didn't recognise them. And at the beginning, okay, when Ange came in, the Spurs fans, I mean, he was the best thing since sliced bread, as far as they were concerned. Okay, right, he's had a few dodgy moments, he's lost a few games, Newcastle was a disaster. Losing to Arsenal is as if they've lost the Champions League for Spurs fans, and I understand that, you know, the rivalry, so on and so forth. But did they really think they could get anything out of that? We've been blowing teams away. Arsenal have been scoring left, right and centre. There really wasn't any other result that we could have expected. And to be fair, okay, as an Arsenal fan, okay, I'm a little bit disappointed we let in 2 goals. What the fuck was Raya doing? I mean, that was ridiculous, yeah. Raya gave them their first goal. And as for the penalty, potato, tomato. Was it a penalty? Wasn't it a penalty? Yes, their player got kicked, but the ball had already gone like a distance. He was nowhere near the ball, okay? So, I mean, I could have understood an indirect free kick, if you like, yeah? But a penalty, and enough respect to Son, okay, right, he just buried that. But even then, to be totally honest, this isn't the Arsenal of the last few seasons, where, I've said it before, we have bottled it. This is a more resilient Arsenal. Man City won, okay, that was to be expected. And to be totally honest, I can't see Man City, slipping up. But football is a strange game. Anything can happen. We could slip up, but I honestly believe that we will not lose any more games. I don't think we'll lose any points. So I think it's going to go to the wire. Now, all I have to say to the Spurs fans that are saying Ange should be sacked, he's only got one way of playing, blah, 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 blah. I heard all this before when Ange was managing Celtic when he first come there. The problem isn't, okay, Ange's style of football or his way of playing or the fact that he only has a plan A and not a plan B. He doesn't have, okay, the squad to achieve what he wants to achieve. The guy needs to be given some time. Just look at Arsenal, yeah, when Arteta took over. I mean, to be totally honest, it's taken us 4 years to get to the level that we're at, yeah? So you're talking quite a few transfer windows, yeah? 8 in all if you want to count the winter transfer window. So I do believe that Ange is his first season. He needs to be given the time. He needs a summer transfer window. He needs the ball to back him, okay? And I honestly believe that Ange will bring some success to Spurs. I honestly believe they'll win a trophy next season, okay? Now, to be totally honest, I've said this. I want Ange to do well. Love the guy, okay? Love the guy from his time in Celtic. Love the fact that he's honest, okay, right? He says it how he sees it. You know, he doesn't worry about what people think. He doesn't allow himself to be influenced, okay, by what people think. Ange is the type of person that will just stick to his guns, okay? And to be totally honest, if you look at his track record, yeah, it's always brought him success. Yes, it wasn't in the Premier League. We all know that. The Premier League is a lot harder. It's a different kettle of fish. And I think Ange is beginning to realise that. Now, will he change his style of play? I doubt it, knowing Ange. I believe he'll stick to it. I just believe he needs, okay, to get the right players in. Now, all I've got to say, well, go on. All I've got to say, yeah, is I want Ange to do well. I've been saying this, but I don't want Spurs to do better than Arsenal. So as long as they come in behind us, but are doing well, I'm happy with that. Now, to the Spurs fans, what I will say, I don't think you lot can remember the last time, okay, you played some of the outstanding football that you've played this season under Ange, okay? And I think you need to remember something. Ange has said this time and time and time and time again, okay? Don't judge him on his first season, judge him on his second. And I believe that man will be true to his word. I believe he's going to shut up a lot of critics, okay, right? And yes, us as football fans, we are fucking fickle. I'm the same. So I'm not going to criticise you because I do the same thing, okay? But not to the extent that some of the fans out there are doing it. I'm a little bit more objective, okay? I believe you need to give them some time. You can't just keep bloody changing managers and thinking, oh, that's going to solve your problem. Anyone that's ever played football, okay, knows that if a new manager comes in, there is a fucking process. And Ange is going through his process, and I will back him to the hill, okay, because I know that boy's going to prove me right. But it's not about me, is it? It's about him. And look, don't forget, I'm Arsenal in England, yeah? I don't want Spurs to do better than Arsenal. But I am going to back Ange to the hill and just say, Ange, you know, just as long as you don't do better than Arsenal, but, you know, you can win the Mickey Mouse Trophy as far as I'm concerned, the League Cup. You can win the FA Cup as far as I'm concerned. I don't care. That will make the Spurs fans happy, okay? Arsenal want the league and we want the Champions League. That is our priority. The other two cups, Spurs, you can have it. We don't want it. So if Ange can do that for Spurs next season, that will definitely satisfy the Spurs fans, because let's be honest, okay, Spurs in God knows how long have been shy. And that's it. And that's not coming from me. That's coming from my mates that are Spurs supporters. That's all I've got to say. Listen, me, Shah, I'm out.